Hey everybody, how are you doing? Well, I'm back and I'm going to show you how I made those lollipops that are in my kitchen. These are the more primitive. You can make them any way you want. You can get material that's very bright. You can get any print. I don't care what print. You can make them for anything. It doesn't have to be just for Christmas. Okay? So what you do is I bought this piping, and it's the stuff that you use like if you put around pillows or a chair if you're upholstering. I got this from Hobby Lobby. Now, you can use as well, remember what we did the snowmen out of? Exact same thing, only it would just be smaller. So it's going to be the same concept no matter what you use to wrap your fabric around. All right, now the fabric, what you're going to do is you're going to cut it probably about, this is probably almost 2 inches wide, and what I did is I just came in and just started, see, it was this big of a piece, and I'm going to rip it now. I'm not going to cut it, I'm just going to rip it, because you actually don't have to worry about if it's exactly the same size. Just, you know, around. Like this one's not going to be at all, but it's not going to matter. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to come in, and these are very fast. You're going to, what I did is you can go over it and put a little bit of glue. Make sure you can see this. Put a little bit of glue just to cover the top. All right, and then to anchor it, I put a little hot glue there. Okay. And I'm pulling kind of tight. Okay, and now you're just going to start wrapping literally around. I'm trying to get this one to stay up. I have my candle going, my balsam, what is it? Fresh balsam. It smells just like Christmas carols going, but I turned them off, well, muted it while I'm filming for copyright reasons. Okay, so you're just going to keep wrapping and wrapping and wrapping. That's all you're going to do. Wrap. Wrap it around. Okay. And every once in a while I'll put some hot glue. I don't put hot glue on every time I wrap. Just sporadically. Whenever you feel like, oh, you know, I'll go ahead and glue it down. So maybe after every 4th wrap, maybe, I don't know. But these are really, really cute. And you want to keep it tight. And the wider the fabric, as you can see, it's going to cover it faster. I mean, because of the width. But the pieces that I tore, some of them were thinner. That's no big deal. It's not going to matter. In the grand scheme of things, when we start putting this together as a lollipop, it's not going to matter. And this piping is so inexpensive. I got it and it was half off, and it was 59 cents a yard. So I spent pennies, and this is just leftover fabric. So it's another very inexpensive DIY. But it really packs a punch in the decor. Okay, so you see I have that much wrapped. So let's keep going. And it usually, for the size lollipops I did that you saw in my home tour, Christmas home tour, and if you haven't, go look at it. It took, I think, 3 strips for each one. And when you're wrapping, wrap a little bit on top of the first one. Like, see where it's white here? Don't wrap it like that where you see the white. Go up a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. So when you start making your lollipop, you don't see that white. And you'll understand when I start doing that part. See how narrow it's getting compared to what the other one was? It doesn't matter. Okay, and one more, and we are then ready to assemble it. I don't want to do it, so that's why I chose to do this. Because my friends used to say, why don't you start teaching, you know, classes? And I thought, I don't want to. I don't want it. So, okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take this very end, okay, and be careful. I'm surprised I even have fingerprints left with all the burns that I've had. And you're just going to turn that into itself, okay, because you're making the beginning of the lollipop. Now you're going to start turning it. And then, every so often, you're just going to put that hot glue down into the crevice, and you're going to hold it really tight until it adheres to that piece that you're gluing it against. Now do you see why the width doesn't matter? I'm just moving that glue around that came out. You don't want that glue to seep out too much. You want to get in to the crevice as much as you possibly can. Just hold it there for a minute. And this is going to be a little bit smaller because I wanted it a little bit smaller than the others, so there's, you know, just different sizes. And I'll put this in with the other and I'll show you. I'll put it in with the other 3. Okay, we're almost done. That's how fast this is. Okay, you seeing the lollipop? And then what I might do on the very end, well, probably what I will do, is cover it with a little bit of the fabric, because if you don't, when you cut this, this will start opening up and it'll start to fray if you don't either put tape or a little piece of fabric. Okay, so now we'll cut it. This stuff is hard to cut through. Okay, and then let's see. Actually, what I'm going to do, because I have enough fabric here. Cool. All right, so I have enough fabric from this twist that I'll have enough to be able to cover it. I'm pulling tight. See? And then I'll just fold this down. And I'm doing that because I don't want this to start fraying. So that's the reason that I'm doing that. My fingers are so calloused to this hot glue. I mean, not that I don't burn myself, but through the years, I'm just putting that under as best I can. Okay. Okay, so now you have your lollipop, right? Okay, I'm going to move this light down. Hopefully it'll help. Don't know if it will, but... Okay, then I took a dowel from Hobby Lobby, and then I just put it and decide which one you want to be your front. And I think I'm going to do this because this is, you know, a little bit frayed. So I'm going to make this my front. Let me glue this down just a little bit more. And again, you can mess with this. I'm just kind of doing it a little bit faster for the sake of time for you guys. Okay. Again, now, with this, you can wrap ribbon on it if you want. If you want it to be more like, oh, I don't know, kind of cutesy, festive for a little kid or something, you could do bright ribbon or whatever. I'm leaving mine plain because of where it's going. So all you do is you come back and you put the dowel right here, okay? And, well, first I want to see, you know what, before I do that, I want to see how long I want it. The others are pretty long, so I'm going to do this one about to here. Just taking my wire cutters. And then I'll put it and then what you can do as well is you can take a piece of material and you can put it over this stick for added security. If you feel like it's not secured enough, I'm not going to do that, but you can if you want to hide the stick. And there you go. There's your lollipop. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bow, and that bow will help to, so you don't see where this stops. Okay? Now I have to decide. Seeing it's this green. Now you can use whatever size ribbon you want. I'm just using what I have. You could also put twine, which I think actually I am going to do, and then I'll put this green. Yeah, I am going to do that first. And I'm going to double it just so it's a little bit more wide. But you can do all kinds of stuff to this. I mean, you could make a bouquet out of these, you know? Enough. Yeah, okay. I'm going to glue it up to the upper part of the lollipop. And just let it sit there for a minute so it anchors in. Then when I get ready to tie it, it won't keep slipping down like that. So there it is so far. But you guys, can't you imagine, think about this, okay? Okay, if you wanted really bright colors, or Easter, or Valentine's, like I said, I've already got ideas what I'm going to do for Easter and Valentine's with these. Beautiful, and it's going to add such a cute element of decor that you would not be able to go out and buy. And I like that. I don't always want to be putting up in my house what everyone else has. I mean, sometimes yes, but there are times I would like it to be my own. There you go. So I'll take you down and show you this with the rest of my lollipops in the kitchen for Christmas. And you see that I have these in the farmhouse Christmas milk can. So here's the one we just made, okay? And here it is with the other ones I did the other day. But like I said, you can do these in any way you want. And they are an adorable addition to your primitive or farmhouse or anything for that matter. You could make them, if you have a little girl, you could make it for your daughter's room. If she's having a birthday party and it's candy related, I'm just trying to switch these different ways so you can see it. You know what I mean? If you have a candy kitchen for a holiday. And then I just have a pick from Joann's in there. And here's what it looks like in my kitchen. So guys, I hope that you like this DIY. I hope you'll try it. Let me know if you do, where you put it. And until next time, remember, the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't ever, ever forget that. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.